What's up YouTube, Max Clausen here. Today gonna be bringing you my first ever deck video of my Blue Eyes White Dragons. Blue Eyes have been topping recently, and it's overall always been my most favorite monster in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because he was just a powerful, easy to bring out beat stick. And after many years, he finally got a lot of support. So let's get right into it. Obviously, you're gonna be going with the 3 Blue Eyes, and then his alternate form, Blue Eyes Alternate White Dragon. And then his younger form, I like to call it, is Blue Eyes. Not Blue Eyes, Dragon Spirit of White. It's always counted as a Blue Eyes card, and alternates obviously easy to bring out. And then you run off with the Keeper of Dragon Shrine. Keeper of Shrines, pretty good tech gun for any dragon deck. If a dragon on either field is destroyed, you just bring him right back out. And if the dragon that was destroyed on your field happen to have been a normal monster, you can add one normal monster from the graveyard back to the hand. So it's pretty good. Next up is the 2 Maxis for obvious reasons. Now let's go into the tuna side. Running the 3 best tuna of the game, in my opinion. It could be wrong for other people. Is Sage with Eyes of Blue. Very best monster. What he does is he switches out any level 1 light tuna in the entire game, which is pretty good already. And the other effect is, if he's in your hand, you can send him and one other monster on the field to the graveyard. That's a cost. And then to special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. And then you got your 3 Stones of Ancients. Good card. End phase at the turn it's into the graveyard, special summon a Blue Eyes, and you can just banish it to add a Blue Eyes monster back from the grave to the hand. Next up, you got your 2 Veilers. And might bump it up to 3 at some point, don't know. Might keep it at 2. And the 1 Master. I wasn't running Master when I first made the deck, but then later on I found out he was stupid powerful. So yeah, he's here now. If you don't know what he does is, first of all, when he normal summons, he recycles any level 1 light tuna from your graveyard back to your hand, which is powerful already. And he has a second effect in the graveyard. If he's there, you can send him back into the deck, shuffle it, and then target 1 effect monster on your field, send it to the grave, and special summon a Blue Eyes monster back from the graveyard. So it's pretty powerful. He's like a monster reborn as long as it's recycler. So for the monster lineup, it's 20 monsters. I always like to keep an even amount like that. Next for the spells, 3 Melody, our best searching card in this entire deck. Just discard a card to add 2 monsters with 3,000 or more. Got your Monster Reborns for dragons. I know it's called Return of Dragon Lords, but I always like to call it Gospel. Next up, got the 3 Twin Twisters. I run 3 because you have a lot of discard fodder in this entire deck. I may go into some combos later about what those are. Next, you got 3 trade-ins, self-explanatory. 2 Dragon Shrines, 2 Silver's Cry, 1 Regeki, Soul Charge, and 1 Card of Connaissance. I only run 1 because I like the extra draw power, like should I happen to have it in the stone in my hand. But I can always side it to main deck something else. And we got the 1 Vanities. That's it for the main deck. That is all 40 cards. Next, get into this extra deck. We're running the 1 Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. He's too good not to be running for all you people who like Blue Eyes. First off, he can't die by battle, which is good, which is overall good in this game. Second thing is he can attack twice on monsters only. And the third thing is, if he battles a monster but it's not destroyed, you can choose to banish that monster. So that's really, really good. Next up for your synchros, you have the 2 Dragon Spirit, Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Oh, God, can't talk today. Basically, what he does is stops graveyard effects once per turn. They're either players. And he can tag himself out for any light dragon type synchro monster, but is destroyed at the end phase. And another thing is he stops stuff like Pendulum, Soul Charge, and he even stops ABC Buster Dragon. So if you're able to summon out two of these, well, two of these on the ABC deck, they literally lose because they can't do their graveyard effects and they can't tag out if they happen to have Buster. We have the one Azorius Silver Dragon, self-explanatory. One Crystal Wing, Michael, and the Moonlight. I was running Michael at one point, but I took him out. But thanks to my friend Kamon, I put him back in because he helps with the whole thing of Blue Eyes banishing stuff nowadays. Nowadays, it may cost you 1,000, but you're getting rid of a problematic card on the field. Next, for the XCs, we have the Lancelot, Hope Harbinger, which Blue Eyes should always be going into. Galaxy Eye Cipher, Full Armor, and Tachyon Dragon. Next for the 9, got Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. And I do run the Spider Engine just for the simple fact that if I don't need Lancelot, I can just overlay on top of him just to have even more protection, and I have a 4,000 beat stick on the field. That's it for the extra deck. Deck's always willing to change. Next in, we go into the side. I actually have 2 new cards I just put in here, so bear with those. We got the 2 Gamma Seals for obvious reasons, getting rid of Pop Monsters, and he's a trading target. Next up, for the newest card I just add, is 2 Majesties with Eyes of Blue. I haven't tested it out on how I like it, but what it does is you can send 1 Blue Eyes card from one Blue Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and then target 1 monster on the field, and while that monster is face up on the field, it cannot attack at all. So say if you bait out your opponent's monster effect by some way, let's say an Infinity, then it enters battle phase, you can just chain this, send a Blue Eyes, and he just literally sits there looking at you, which gives you some time to survive. We got the 2 system down for Annoying Machine decks, Cybers, Trains, and ABC, and the 1 Book of Moon. Book of Moon is really good to run in Blue Eyes because they do lose to a lot of things. Thunder King, what else? Pretty sure some other monsters. But yeah, that's to help bend over monsters so you can go in. We got the 2 Magic Deflectors, Quick Plays and Field Spells, Massive Restrict from Monarchs, and I do side in the Solemn Brigade. That's it for the Blue Eyes deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you have any ideas on how I can make the deck even faster and more consistent, leave it down in the comments below. I'm always accepting help for this deck. Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.